I have definitely made this channel way more political than I really wanted to, but it's impossible to get away from it, as politics has been shoved into every sector. Everything is politics. And it's starting to bug me. I did want to get kind of a rant, kind of a talk about apostasy. This really bizarre thing I've noticed. If you are on or affiliated with one particular political party, you have to agree with everything. You can't disagree with a single thing. You have to be a Borg mind. You have to be hive mind about everything. There is no such thing as a separatist. A friend of mine made the statement that Republicans have debates, Democrats have press conferences. We need to decide on what to agree with. And here are the agendas. And it kind of appears, it kind of gives the appearance of a specific religion. Now, I don't want to get in trouble by the powers that be, so I won't be specific. But there is a religion that has an apostasy law. Christianity is the opposite. You want to test it, you want to question things, you want to, fine. Read the text. Test it. As I understand the universe, God wants you to test Him. God wants you to question things. If you stop questioning things, then you're in blind faith, and that's all well and good where it's deserved. But man, hey, hold on. These things need to be tested. These things need to be questioned, because you grow as a human being if you question certain things. I will take that to a further extreme, that Christianity requires you to question things and will allow people outside the faith to question the faith. You ask some questions, maybe you get a convert or two. You get some bizarre questions, and those questions would strengthen the faith of everybody else in the congregation. Possibly. I believe that's the entire point that Martin Luther made. You know, expand everyone's horizons. On the opposite end of the spectrum, never question. Always follow the directive. Always follow what you're told. Never question. Because that's the party. That's what we require of you. Some people use politics as religion, so it just makes sense. Especially in what Bill Whittle calls a post-Christian America. Christians have been beaten down into submission. You can't bring your religion here, which is why we're going to bring our religion into this. Kind of like the last one I did. This class is on environmental science, not environmentalism. How dare you talk about environmentalism? So this environmental science class is going to talk about environmentalism for the next 6 weeks. How dare you bring your religion into this? You can't bring your religion into this. I'm going to bring my religion into this. So, the new thing. I haven't seen a law passed. There's no law being written unless, there's an executive order, and at that point it's what did he say exactly? If you pass a bunch of executive orders, you're ruling by tyranny. And then he passes 39 executive orders in the first week. Anyway, yeah. If it weren't for double standards, there'd be no standards at all. Well, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing hypocrisy. You cannot question the official outcome of what we deem to be an election when a very specific crypt keeper-esque Speaker of the House made the statement, whether Donald Trump likes it or not, whether he knows it or not, he's going to leave the White House, and no matter what the outcome of the election is, we are going to hold our own inauguration and install our own president. I remember something along those lines. She spilled the beans on something, and lo and behold, here we are. She told everybody exactly what was going to happen. So back to apostasy. I have heard that it has been deemed pontificated from on high, an ivory tower so white you can't look at it in direct sunlight, that we are not allowed to question the outcome of the election. When for the last 4 years, all we heard was it was stolen. Well, yes, okay, the election might have been stolen. The election was stolen from Bernie Sanders, as I remember. Something was stolen from Bernie Sanders and handed over to Hillary Clinton. And then when nobody wanted to vote for the most unlikable candidate in history, next to Mitt Romney and John McCain and John Kerry, yeah, we have to throw a fit and parade in the streets that the election was stolen from Hillary Clinton. And now that who are you going to trust, me or your lying eyes, happens, we're not allowed to maybe even question it. It's illegal to question the election. Well, once again, going back to religion, if you're allowed to question this one, simply because there's a dude named Jesus, and everybody's got to hate that guy, we're going to question the crap out of it. We're going to put it in mainstream news and media. We got to question this whole book, which has held its own throughout time. But don't you dare question some other book, or we'll behead you. Ain't that interesting? I highly recommend looking at Act 17 Apologetics. It's a very, very good YouTube channel. David Woods? Yeah, David Woods. I don't know. It's just an observation. I think it's interesting. Some things that will tend to make you upset. What's good for the goose should be good for the gander. If I can question that one, I should be able to question the other one. You can't question these things, even though it's blatantly obvious, and everybody knows it. It is as clear as the sunrise. You can tell. At the very least, questionable activity, shady participation. You know, hey, I'm pretty sure that these things have never happened in any other election. That's interesting. Huh. Maybe we should look into it. As the Kilted One states, folks are just intellectually obese, intellectually slothful. Man. But again, I haven't seen a law. I haven't read any text that states that it is illegal. But I'm going to question these things. I'm going to ask the question. What's up with that? You should be able to question things. As free-thinking individuals, you should be able to question things. You should be able to question and test. What happened to you know, we believe in science, that kind of thing. We believe the science. Well, you're blindly believing what you're told, and that's it's pretty much un-American right there.